Hi, my name is Kelly Walsh. I am the founder of EmergingEdTech.com, a blog and website where we focus on instructional technologies and how we can engage students and enhance learning outcomes with them. I am also the CIO at the College of Westchester in White Plains, New York, where we will be celebrating our 100th anniversary in 2015. We're pretty excited about that. I'm also an adjunct faculty member there. So writing regularly for Emerging Ed Tech and being the chief information officer in an institution of higher education, I got to stay on top of my game when it comes to technology. I am truly a lifelong learner, and doing that requires a pretty robust personal learning network and a plan. For me, that plan revolves partly around social media. I have myself connected to quite a few different social media networks. There's really a couple I tend to favor, and we'll take a look at them. And then there's also a tool that I use to make it much easier to have all these different feeds come to me in one place to make it much less time consuming to scan through these and find things of interest. So in addition to popular social media tools, I also subscribe to blogs that I like and websites that send content directly to my inbox, which can be a huge help. So, here we have just one example of a piece of content sitting in my inbox. And lastly, the most important part of my personal learning network is people. Really, the people you work with, people that you meet, the connections you make are just a huge part and ultimately really what it's all about. None of this content on social media, the social wouldn't be in social media if it wasn't for people. So we'll circle back and talk about that a little bit more as well. So when it comes to learning and staying informed with the help of social media, my biggest feed or source is Twitter. It's constantly being updated. It's very easy to use hashtags and the handles for specific people you like to follow to focus on certain types of content. And when you see that a particular piece of material, piece of content is being repeatedly shared and suggested and talked about, it tells you that there's probably something there that's really worth checking out. The next form of social content that I most like to take advantage of and that I learn the most from are websites and blogs from other experts that I admire. So, teachthought.com, Free Tech for Teachers, Cool Cat Teacher, User-Generated Education.wordpress.com. I have a couple examples here, some of my favorites, and by tapping into their RSS feeds, I can show you how these can also be conglomerated in with the feeds from regular social media or popular social media sites to make it easy to be able to scan and look through the resources available through these in one place. So getting back to popular social media sites, two sites that I find very useful are LinkedIn and Facebook. And by following people on Facebook and LinkedIn and tapping into the groups that are available there, there's also a lot of great content out there being shared and sitting there available at your fingertips. So now for that time-saving tip I told you about. You can save a ton of time by bringing all these social media feeds and RSS feeds together in one place and defining custom filters using Hootsuite. So let's go check out Hootsuite. So just to give you a super quick look at Hootsuite, you can put together your Twitter account, your Facebook account, your LinkedIn account, RSS feeds, and a couple other types of feeds so that they're all coming into one screen and then define filters. So here I have my full Twitter feed. I have filters specifically on the hashtags for Flip Class and EdTech, and then I have RSS feeds for the blogs that I follow, and then the LinkedIn connections. Anybody in LinkedIn that's posting, I see their stuff as well, and you can fine-tune this to your heart's content, and it's a huge time saver, and you can also blast content out to multiple sites at once as well, so absolutely worth checking out. And then last but not least, as I mentioned earlier, it really comes back to people. So in addition to social media tools and digital sources of content that people are producing, getting out and talking with people face to face, the people you work with, colleagues you met over the years, people you meet at conferences, groups you're a member of are just a great source of information. So get out there. I've attended a lot of industry conferences this year and just such a good source of knowledge and networking. And, that really wraps it up. So happy lifelong learning to everyone, and go out there and put together your personal learning plan.